Hi. So, for our final CS410 project, we decided to create an enhanced Yelp search engine. So, the current Yelp search engine is already pretty powerful. You have two search queries to filter by a keyword and a location, and the keyword can be used to specify a lot of things, like the type of restaurant, the name of restaurant, or words that show up a lot in the restaurant descriptions or reviews. The problem is the lack of sentiment analysis in Yelp. There isn't really a way to search for certain specific points that the user wants based on sentiment analysis. For example, it's hard to search specifically for delicious food, or healthy food or cheap food, but we'll focus on delicious for now. It's hard by just entering the term delicious into the search bar to know exactly which restaurants are known for being delicious. There are star ratings on Yelp results, but it's hard to tell whether the good or bad ratings are for the food quality, the price, the service, or some other factor. You can see here. Yeah, you can see here. A search for tasty actually gives you a result where it says the food isn't tasty, but it has 4-star ratings, and it's probably not what the user was searching for, and this result will show up pretty high on the search results. So we want to create a search engine that does sentiment analysis on the reviews and weighs reviews based on what the user emphasizes. If all the reviews highly compliment a restaurant's taste, and the user wants a tasty restaurant in particular, we want that restaurant to show up first on the results. If we accomplish this, it will give real depth to the ratings of the restaurant. You can break it down to show exactly what the ratings emphasize, and to break down key qualities of the restaurant, like its taste, its atmosphere, its healthiness, etc. It will also help the user experience of Yelp search by allowing users to find exactly what they were looking for, and it'll help improve other review-based search engines like Amazon or eBay. So in previous work, right now the Yelp search focuses on constrained metrics like 5-star ratings and price ratings. There are some functionalities for an advanced search engine built in Yelp. If you search for service, for example, there are some results that talk about the preparation, which is related. And there is also a lot of prior work done on sentiment analysis, and we'll use that in our project. To implement our project, we have our own little stack for each layer of the project. We have an HTML and CSS page that looks similar to the Yelp search bar as a website interface, so it has a find query and a near query. We implemented a Node.js server that communicates between the page and the search engine. So the server listens on a port connected to the HTML page at 8081 address, and once the form is submitted, it sends the data over to the Eclipse application through TCP. You can see here in the console that I type in yummy and Chicago, and these two results show up in the Node.js console. And it connects to address 9000 through TCP, which the Eclipse application is listening on, and Yummy and Chicago will show up in the Eclipse console. So we got our hands on the Yelp academic dataset, which is a dataset of CSV files and JSON files. And so we loaded the Yelp academics dataset into my SQL server, and we did so using some Python scripts which we found online. Our Java application runs on the Apache Lucene search engine, which is a nice library for searching, like indexing and searching capabilities. And we use some SQL to index the dataset inside the Lucene application. So it reads the database and it adds documents. And our search engine works. If you search up locations like the city of Charlotte, it'll spit out which businesses are based in Charlotte exactly and their business IDs. And if you use the business IDs to search up reviews in the review table, it'll probably return all the reviews associated with that business ID. And all of these reviews are in docs, so you can index them and rank them. So our project is not done yet, but we'll have a good idea where to go next. We'll filter out businesses based on locations. We'll do some minor processing on the queries, like removing stop words and spell checking. And then we'll have the search engine do some sentiment ranking and NLP analysis on the reviews using the built-in Lucene indexing functions and some Jython libraries, which we'll set up on a server and have the Eclipse application communicate with. And once we have the results, we'll save the results into a CSV file, and we'll show the results to users in a table on a web page that is also hosted on Node.js. And so that's it. Thanks for listening.